Do you remember that She-Hulk came out just about 2 years ago at this point in time? This fall will be 2 years, but nobody remembers it, okay? It was a $212 million bomb for Disney Plus, and Marvel threatening a season 2, well, that ended up getting shut down for sure, for good earlier this year, but that hasn't stopped Tatiana Maslany, She-Hulk herself, for continuing to double down on the ideas and the statements that ended up ruining any chance of a continuation of this show in brand new interviews. It's amazing, man, just the lack of self-awareness that we have on display here. But She-Hulk star Tatiana Maslany, and imagine that that's the biggest accolade that you can affix to your resume. She-Hulk, the universally derided Disney Plus show, the one that really, if we're going to be completely honest, really changed the tone and tenor that people approach Disney Plus shows with. Like, up until that point, it's not like they were written any better. They were all of that same general trash tier, former Rick and Morty writer level, okay? Just She-Hulk was so vitriolic and so damaging to other legacy characters like the Hulk, like Daredevil, that there was no escaping how catastrophically terrible this one was. Because what came out after that? Secret Invasion? Well, that one was dead on arrival. Nobody defended that. Loki Season 2? Well, after everybody claimed to watch the first episode, we still don't have any ratings. We don't even know how well that one performed. It just kind of slinked into the ether. Even everybody who said that, guys, Loki Season 1 was like really good, the TVA and like the multiverse and Infinity Stones being used as paperweights, like it was really good and it was really fun. Nobody came around for Season 2. I don't want you guys to forget just how catastrophic She-Hulk really was. The fact that you need to continue to wear this like a gold star, I don't know what to say, man, but fear is not necessarily the worst thing to feel. Well, I would say apathy, because you should probably get used to that feeling, because, you know, people look at you and go, who are you exactly? She-Hulk and Orphan Black star Tatiana Maslany talks harnessing fears and the environmental message of her new animated film, Butterfly Tale. What a drop down, right? Because there was a point in time where She-Hulk could have been good, because it was a beloved comic book character. John Byrne had done several incredible runs with the character, brought her up to a mythical level, and then only to have Attorney at Law and Disney Plus completely and totally destroy any hopes that She-Hulk would be an adequate replacement for Mark Ruffalo. She has a much more masculine physique, but anyways. But now you've got to shill Butterfly Tale? I haven't even heard of that one. She goes on to talk about, oh, it's so great, and oh, you have a background in improv, so I guess you've been taught how to be funny, you just can't translate any of those skills. Is it different, was being different essential in your industry when you have to stand out from the crowd, and while your talent just couldn't be contained? You know, the only reason that you got a job is because you could be the insufferable half of a CGI monstrosity. Did you learn any lessons from Butterfly Tale? Nope, other than nobody's coming to see my show that apparently came out April 19th. Holy man. Maybe that's probably a reason behind the fact that she continues to just bang on about She-Hulk and toxic, sexist Marvel fans. Like, this is a brand new interview, okay? April 18th, okay? So it's about a month old. But this isn't back in 2022 when the show was coming out. She hasn't moved on. She hasn't moved on, and she hasn't grown up. I'm gonna jump around a little bit because this is, you know, reasonably long, and there's only so much Tatiana Maslany I can stomach. The 38-year-old. Well, hey, I gotta give her credit for that. She doesn't look 38, okay? Doesn't look a day over 36. Has been acting for most of her life. Can't tell. And beginning when she was just 11 years old on Canadian Kids TV. What shows was she a part of? Because chances are I might have seen her on something. Because she is considerably older than I am, but, you know, if she was acting during that time, I might have seen one of the shows. Various small roles in a film and television followed her into adulthood when she was cast as a con artist Sarah Manning, several idiosyncrasy clones in the sci-fi series Orphan Black. I hear that's good and she's fine in it, but whatever. Everything really turned around for her in 2022 as She-Hulk Attorney at Law followed Jennifer Walters as she navigated the life of banging 3 different guys in the course of 2 episodes. She was a whore. She was a green CGI slathered whore. Yes, the single 30-something attorney, because it was all written by single 30-something LA writers who just cry themselves to sleep off the back of a box wine induced stupor. Who also happens to be a green 6'7" superpowered Hulk. Walters is the cousin of Bruce Banner's. Yes, the alter ego, and then they completely screwed up the origin story of that, but don't worry about that. Despite largely positive reviews, From where? Maybe the reviewers being HIV positive, but nobody liked that show. Okay, I was there. You guys were probably there too. Nobody liked it. It was universally derided, which often singled out Maslany's performance. She-Hulk arrived at the time of her Marvel fatigue. No. Like I said, I was there. Marvel was still riding high. They were churning out content after content after content. It was movie, show, movie. It was just keeping that churn going, and everybody was eating it up at the time. But that was the one that was really a turn of the tide, because it was just so bad, with audiences complaining about relentless output of superhero spin-offs from Echo to Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel just after that, like, it's so forgettable that I don't even remember where it lines up chronologically, but Echo, that just came out at the beginning of this year, so how could people complain about something that hadn't come out for about 18 months? Like, I'm just a little confused. I'm a bit confused. It didn't help that these projects were female-led. No, because it's kind of funny, because if you take a look at Ms. Marvel, the character there, she was the most universally applauded of the ill-fated Marvels movie, and I've already dispatched the whole Echo criticism because chronologically it doesn't line up, but Marvel's largely male fan base are generally not the most progressive bunch. No, because now you're just trying to pigeonhole a progressive audience that doesn't exist. They don't watch your crap, even though you just want to make them because they engage the most on social media, but spoilers, they just pirate the content. They just watch clips online. They just share around hashtags. How did she handle the inevitable wave of sexist backlash? I think what's exciting, she checks herself, exciting. I think what's fun about it is that the series creator Jessica Gao, yes, that untalented hack, built into the story that people are going to troll us. See, our defense was, yeah, we knew it was going to suck. So we planned for that at the beginning, and we made it suck on purpose. We're so brilliant, guys. Scene in the third episode, for example, airs fictional social media comments about Maslany's character, such as, why does every superhero have to be a woman now? Sound familiar? When we started to get the same response that Gao had actually backed into the writing, it felt like part of the fun. Oh my god, see guys, we were retarded on purpose. Nobody, when the series was announced, outside of the people going, please just leave this stuff alone, you guys can't write to save your life. But She-Hulk in the comics is a beloved character, and oh, where's that derision for, what was the first Marvel show to go on Disney Plus? Oh right, WandaVision. Nobody was upset that the Scarlet Witch got her own TV show ahead of other more established characters. It's almost like you're inventing lies in order to push a narrative. Big shock. Second season has not been announced. No, in fact, it's been shut down vociferously. But chances of the actor returning to the franchise may have been diminished slightly last summer when she called Disney's big boss Bob Iger completely out of touch. Says the person who thinks a good defense for her terrible show was that, yeah, we're supposed to be stupid. That the multimillionaire CEO had during his months-long SAG-AFTRA strike that ground Hollywood to a halt, called the actors' union's demands for a fair wage unrealistic. That's true. Maslany admits, in those moments, you're so heated up. Oh, see, listen to everything that I say. I could just be emotional. It's hard to articulate yourself in a way that you want when you're on the picket line with everybody. Yeah, this is the same defense that stupid Rachel Zegler. I deserve to be paid for every moment I was in that dress. You're trying to take that defense? Didn't work out well for Zegler. Don't think it's going to work out for you. A 17-plus-year-old model. Her senior, but okay. There's plenty to be cross about, though. Maslany picks out the example of the actors self-tapping auditions from their living rooms. More often than not, jobbing actors will learn lines filmed. Oh no, they have to do preparation for a role? Oh no, heaven forbid that you have to be familiar with the source material. Maybe that's why... Haman Villani, Ms. Marvel, got the benefit of the doubt for being a part of that atrocious Marvels film because she was a fan of the character, because she liked the franchise, because she wasn't derisive towards the fans. No. Maybe that's why people would give her a second, well, I guess third chance at this point in time if she were to come back to the series. Meanwhile, that's not an olive branch that a lot of people are willing to extend to you, because here you are, 18, 20 months removed from the release of your incredibly toxic show, and you continue to dunk on the fans. Good on you. Best of luck in your future endeavors. But taking a look at the short list of offers that you're getting, yeah, I don't think you'll have much luck unless your catchphrase going forward is, do you want fries with that? So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.